Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Davina Works with Advent Broadcast Network. Thank you all for being here today and tuning in to our church news program, where we at ABN continues to strive to bring you, the viewers, Adventist church news from every country and continent. So please continue to stay tuned. A confirmed 9 Christians were recently shot and murdered in Kenya for refusing to recite the Islamic statement of faith, the Shahada. In an exclusive report, International Christian Concern revealed the attack occurred earlier this month involving 9 Christians traveling by bus to Mandera, who were separated from other passengers and killed in northeast Kenya when they would not recite the Islamic creed. The report also states that the attack was carried out by those believed to be al-Shabaab militants. Local authorities are still looking for the 2 passengers who were believed to also be killed by the Muslim militants. One writer who was relieved attributed his survival to a Muslim passenger who kindly gave him Somali clothes to put on when the bus was first hijacked, making him appear to look Muslim and sparing his life. In August, a group of concerned Muslims prevented an al-Shabaab terrorist attack on Christian workers at a hospital construction site by warning the Christians to flee, and lives were then saved. Deed Logginson, executive director of Save the Persecuted Christians, said in a statement, "Freedom of religion or belief is a universal human right that must be protected and promoted by all for the sake of peace and prosperity." The recent attack comes only months after 8 construction workers in Mandera escaped alive and unharmed when the Somali-based militant group of al-Shabaab ambushed the workers' van along the El Wakatolu Road. According to ICC, it is common in the northeastern Kenya area for terrorists to be targeted on buses, separated them by passengers, and they kill off the Christians. The Adventist Development and Relief Agency and the Thailand Adventist Mission kicked off an education campaign together at its year-end meeting on December 2nd, following the official launch of the global advocacy campaign, Every Child, Everywhere in School, held at the General Conference's annual council back in October. ADRA's Asia Region Director, Mark Webster, introduced the Joint Advocacy Group campaign to school administrators and church leaders who attended the meeting earlier this month. Prominent leaders such as Stephen Cooper, Country Director of ADRA in Thailand, and Linda Queen Yang, Programs Director of ADRA in Thailand, gave speeches on the consequential matter of children who do not attend school, with Cooper stating, "Our education campaign aims to be a voice for the 262 million out-of-school children around the world." The event aimed not only to advocate for education, but also help get signatures showing support for the campaign. The petition was signed by 90% of the meeting attendees, including school administrators and church leaders. The excitement for reformation caused ADRA to pledge to get 14,000 additional signatures by the beginning of 2020. The Philippines is especially known for being a disaster-prone country, taking 2nd place on the Global Climate Risk Index in 2018 and 4th in the countries most affected by extreme weather events since 1999. This is mainly a result of its geographical location along a typhoon belt in the hazardous Pacific Ring of Fire. 5 disaster relief programs were carried out by the Adventist Development and Relief Agency in the most affected districts in the Philippines from February to August. This included mosquito nets, woven sleeping mats, blankets for the fires, cash assistance, and pre-packaged foods for families in areas that were flooded in Llano del Norte. Since October, the Philippines has suffered from additional destruction and turmoil from natural disasters including 4 earthquakes and multiple aftershocks in Mindanao, 2 fires in Boracay and Mandaluyong, flooding in Cagayan, and a typhoon in the southern Luzon in northern Visayas area. Tom Pignon, country director of ADRA in the Philippines, said in reference to the mayhem, despite being one of the most disaster-prone countries in the world, we were glad that our great partnership with the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the Philippines has allowed us to respond quickly and efficiently to these emergencies. ADRA has spent the last 9 weeks in the Philippines with the support of local Adventist community services responding to all disasters. A Christian doctor in the United Kingdom has been cleared of any wrongdoing after an anonymous complaint about him praying with patients surfaced. Dr. Richard Scott, a general practitioner at the Bethesda Medical Center in Margate, Kent, was under investigation by the General Medical Council and the National Health Service. The National Secular Society claimed that an anonymous someone felt discomfort at the use of prayer during a radio interview that Dr. Scott participated in back in January. Following a radio interview where Scott shared faith and prayed with patients, he later received a letter in June of 2019 from the GMC. The letter he received explained that preaching to patients is a personal belief and is in direct conflict with practicing medicine. Also, that some of the statements he made during the radio show were against good medical practice. At the end of November, Dr. Scott received another letter from the GMC stating that, in fact, there was no case. Scott explained that the NSS is not only targeting him, but also the freedom of Christian professionals across the United Kingdom to share their faith in the workplace, as this is not the first or second time a doctor got reprimanded for incorporating faith into their practice. Dr. David McCurith spent 26 years working for the National Health Service as an emergency doctor. After being interrogated by his boss, James Owen, about his personal religious convictions, he was then removed from his job with the Department of Work and Pensions in late June of 2018. As well as Sarah Cudith, who had been a nurse for 15 years when she was fired from her position at Derrit Valley Hospital in Britain after he spoke with patients about faith and prayer. According to a study in 2018's AMA Journal of Ethics, the majority of patients believe that spiritual care by physicians is important. That concludes our church news program today, and we appreciate you for tuning in each and every program and urge you to continue to do so. And remember to like, comment, and share each and every video that you enjoy, as well as follow us on all social media networks, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Advent Broadcast Network. I'm Davina Works with ABN. Be blessed.